Hello, friends. It is your friend, CryptoFace, and I hope you all had a good weekend. For many of you, a long weekend for the Labor Day holiday. Some of you not. Some of you have. And most of you who have known me for a while know that I don't have a schedule. I don't just make a video just to fill a content gap to secure an algorithm spot and open my mouth on my thumbnails for views. That when I push the record button and speak my mind, that maybe someone else out there might have the same thoughts and plan some of their next moves, accordingly. All my videos are for entertainment purposes only. Now, yes, we may not take ourselves too seriously here, but there is no doubt, let there be no doubt, this is a serious business that we are in. All business, especially in this day and age, is serious business. And I gotta tell you, it's the change of seasons. And you know what? But I'm here to tell you, I'm here to show you that I believe in the probabilities, and that these probabilities are showing it might be, man, it might be kind of a shitty Christmas. But I will say this. There is a puncher's chance. Bitcoin, since its day of birth, for this decade, it's been around for what, a decade, a little bit more. That, who would have thought 10 years ahead that this day, this week, this month, hell, this year might be the year where Bitcoin has its puncher's chance at an ETF welcoming the devil to dance. So many of you preach to have self-custody, and you hate these banks, and you hate Wall Street, yet you froth at the fact of an ETF where you would do the opposite of what you preach and not have control of your keys. But that's you, not me. I like being able to blame someone else, sue someone else if something goes wrong. And I'm just speaking in general terms. I'm not like I'm not a suing type of person, unless I need to. Anyways, we got off track a little bit with the opening. What I'm trying to say is, what I'm going to say is important to me. But you have to stay to the very end of the video to find out. And so from now until then, the probabilities are that what I'm telling you probably doesn't mean anything to you, but the last 5 seconds of the video do. I'm just kidding. We're just kidding. Oh man, should I re-record this? Close, we're close to it. Whatever. In times of melancholy, let's be jolly, because Christmas probably won't be. It's probably gonna be molly whopped. First things first. Yes, I did enter the little 2 milli short trade. Keep my eye on it. I tell you, all this JP Morgan. Everyone hates to listen to JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon, who I read his books, audioed his books, a couple of his books. I like Jamie Dimon. I don't care what you guys say. He's a boss. Everyone says Cointelegraph, Coinsmellograph. All these banks, you can't trust them. Jim Cramer. Well, they come out this week saying that there could be an ETF any day now, and you all slurp it up and gurp it up. They said last week the ETF could be to the next day. Every little spike up for the past, year since its downfall. Every little spike. Bull run yam! It's bull run yam! And these last little upward moves were no different. Bull run started yam. Bear market over, they say. But I gotta be honest, there's some things that are worrying me all across the board. You see, this world is bigger than you and me. It's bigger than our little internet dashboard money. Much bigger. We are but a flea. You know what happens to fleas? They get flicked. So let me unbelay myself to you. Number one, we'll open up with this. Bitcoin, this is the beginning of 2022 at this bottom corner down here, right here. 2022's right there. You slap it right next. This is the Dixie 2022 right here. The Dixie. It is totally inversed. Totally inversed. And yes, the charts can be like a little more like this and that and that. Totally inversed. Right. It's been a couple times where, it kind of broke away for a little bit, but inversed. The Dixie. So let's talk about the Dixie. The Dixie looks like Ethereum in a bull run. And if you've been around for a long time, you know that the Cerberus, the almighty Cerberus momentum support in a solid bull run, the money flow, it's coming, and it just it swoofs right back up like a jet just coming in just to get a little hit of fuel and zooming back out, ready to fight, ready to bomb, ready to dog fight. Surely, if that is to happen, and this is too, and I believe it was just the other week. I know yesterday I was on Debate Crypto, and I brought up the Dixie here, but I believe it was just the other week. We're on a weekly chart, so yeah, these are weekly candles. Where I said if this was Bitcoin, everyone would be going, yippee, this is what's going to happen next. This is what we think is going to happen. Yippee. So we'll see. But if this is yippee, if the Dixie is yippee, then we are shitty. But only for probably, just a slotted amount of time. Listen, China. If you were to ask me, 5, 6, 10 years ago, any Wall Street guru, if China was going to be dumping U.S. debt, which they held on, it was such a power play on us that we thought. Why? I'll give you the crash course if you don't know why. When the dollar is worth more and we owe, if you lent me $100 and those $100 is now technically worth $105, but a month ago it was worth $100, you're like, hell yeah, I'm going to loan CryptoFace some more money because his debt is actually increasing. The value of his debt is increasing. And so it hurts him to pay me back. In this case, for me to pay you back. Power play. But something crazy happened. And again, this is since 2008, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But overall up, still overall up. But China thinks that big game. China's got that big something. They got a big game. They got the long game. We might have the watches. They have the time. And now they got the watches too. The Chinese are like the Taliban and the Americans mated together and had a child. Best of both worlds. They're smart, cunning, patient. So, what's happening now? They're dumping. They believe the dollar. They believe that the future of America is weak and that the dollar is weak. And so they don't want the debt. China used to devalue their currency, so spike the U.S. currency and lend us more money. And that was a card, but, we'll see. Listen, America is in no short of in debtors. And so, to be honest, it probably don't matter. What actually matters is the number's so big, you end up just having to go to war over it. Ain't nobody paying nobody back. They're going to say, or maybe they'll clear it up for Taiwan. Anyways, debt is a bargaining chip, but we went a little too far on the topic. Point is, if you're long-term bullish, and maybe against the dollar, but you know what? Listen, if the dollar goes to shit and the Chinese yuan is actually the real currency, then Bitcoin might not actually the inverse of the DXY won't matter anymore. We'll be looking at the yuan. We'll be looking at the Yixi and not the Dixie. Now, I'll tell you what else is alarming. No, it's actually bothersome. Let's look at some commodities. One of my favorites, sugar. Let's take a little history lesson here. For those of you who might be newer, don't remember. Oh my lordy, Oh my Lord, I didn't even see it. What a beautiful trigger wave, anchor wave. Okay, okay, listen. This is bad news. In November of 2020, let's mark it. November 2020. Was the U.S. presidential election. Trump lost, Joe Biden won. And long story short, since that day and to this day, the price of sugar has gone up, depending on the chart, the sugar chart you're looking at, 80 to 110, 120%. The main ingredient in all these fat bastards' food is what? Sugar. Now, that's why the drumsticks have gotten smaller. They have. There is, and has never been such a thing that I've ever seen in any grocery store as a mini drumstick. Maybe in some little shop somewhere, but I assure you, when I buy my Nestle drumsticks with caramel filling, vanilla ice cream, and the nuts on top, okay, I've been eating it my whole damn life. I know when something's fishy. And when the price of sugar went up 30%, 40%, they sliced, cut, inflated, stagflated. They made it smaller and the price went up. Now it's been kind of chilling now. It's had such a hard run up. Families have been struggling there. People have been struggling. This isn't just sugar, it's everything else too. Beef, flour, beans, rice, probably. The things that we consume the most and the things that we consume every single day. Tell you want to be a big shot? You want to be a big shot? You know, if you're at the bar, you're at the club, and you want to impress a lady friend, you want her to think you got money, tell her. I mean, she might not know what a commodity is, but and what do? Beans. I own beans, sugar, water, flour, and she's gonna be like, damn, this dude's old money. And he's I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Smart. So, man, this run has taken it's taken a breather. It's taken 112-day breather, 4 months. But folks, I gotta tell you, it's the change of seasons. Just like the change of seasons. Oh, man. We're going into the holidays when everyone's going to be sitting around a dinner table spending money on food. More people spend food. There is more food purchased in Q4 than any other quarter of the year. I'll bet my ass on it. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to increase the price of your sugar, of your beans, of your turkey. Scary shit. So I don't think things look good. I'm not really thinking things are looking good for your average asshole, which is you and me. Now, I am no financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment purposes. I'm really a waiter at Applebee's. And I do TA on the charts, and I don't trade, but I do TA. And yeah, I believe risk. Oh, you gotta watch your. You gotta be risk aware. What the hell? I'm drawing a damn blank. What the hell am I? God, you guys got me on one right now. Risk management. Anyways, I used to go to Applebee's when I was in high school. After like wrestling tournaments or Saturday mornings, Saturday mornings, like after Friday night partying or whatever, once a weekend after wrestling tournaments, once a weekend, I would go to Applebee's by myself, and I'd get like a cheeseburger and their French fries. It's a true story. I used to go to Applebee's by myself, probably like twice a month, every other weekend, Saturday morning, sometimes Sunday. Let's stick on the high school subject. It's a holiday for a lot of people. Labor Day, everyone's eating barbecue. Back in the wrestling days when there was a holiday, when it was Labor Day on Monday or Memorial Day, practice the next day would be a kick in the ass. Garbage in, garbage out, because we were eating all that garbage the day before, all that slop. You had to work it out your system. Had to flush it out. So we'll see, maybe this Tuesday, maybe it'll be a flush out. But I tell you what, against all of the shitty news and the overarching crescent wave of probabilities that I think Christmas is, I don't know, man. It's all inflated and bullshit with the stocks. It's all fake anyways, but that puncher's chance could be the ETF bullshit. I'm no expert on it. Hell, Jamie Dimon, Chase Bank says it could happen any day now. Are you going to believe him? Or are you going to only believe him on this? And then say they're lying about that. But maybe they are telling the truth about this. And lying about that. What do you think of that?
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart. And I want this thing the way I wanted it. It ain't the way I wanted it.
So, crescenting wave. That's what this looks like, a crescenting wave. There's a wave coming, and then all these little people. Getting tossed from the wave. So I will be keeping an eye on the Dixie, looking at the Dixie. Now the Dixie takes its time. The Dixie takes its time. So for you pencil necks out there, that every time the price of Bitcoin goes up a few $100s, you go, 64K? What about 64K top forever, huh? Be patient. A little worried about commodities. I'm a little worried. My lordy. Look at them cattle futures, baby. The beef. I tell you, beef. Straight up. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? You want a winning trend? Here. Let's go to November 2020. Whoops. Look at that. 70%. I don't know. Does it look like it's going to stop? Does it look like it's stopping? Don't think so. Beautiful VWAPage. Teeny, teeny, tiny VWAPage coming up here on the weekly. It's holiday season. Trick or treat. Gobble, gobble. Ho, ho, ho. It's trick or treat. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Ho, ho, ho. And guess what? The man is coming to get your ass. And your children. I was going to try not to curse. Try not to curse. Anyways, last thing, I'm not gonna. I got for actually the past few months. I didn't even want to look at sales for Market Cipher. I was a little nervous. But I peeked at the sale. I said, let me take a look, and Market Cipher. I really just have to thank all of you guys. You guys blow me away. And the truth is that in a bull market, we kick ass. Sideways market, we kick ass. In a bear market, I can tell that people out there are looking to better themselves. I can only speak for my community, for you guys, and I think we've all matured. Anyway, so I wanted to stream, but I wanted to make a video. For those of you who can't watch this, it's a nice long video. Yeah, so time will tell. It's kind of a little projection. I don't know. Did you know we've never had a good September for the past 8 years with Bitcoin? Isn't that crazy? So, buy things on sale. When you go to the grocery store, don't buy the stuff at the front where they give you the oldest stuff for the most expensive price. Buy things on sale. I'm not saying you gotta buy things rotten and stale, but I know you guys do. You guys are smart. You guys look for good deals, and you've proven it. So let's enjoy our days. These past few weeks have been good for trading for me. We've been cracking. I've been cracking some big ones back to back. So just letting them come to me. I'm not forcing anything. Basic strategy. Keep it simple. And I'll probably flip the stream on here in a little bit, but love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.